how are you guys doing today? My name is Anima, and today we have a post-commentated Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle for you all, this time against Bluezy, otherwise known as Bluezy Dogma on Twitter. Their Twitter link will be in the description down below. There is a kitty over here, he's asleep and he's also fat. These two things do not link with each other in any way whatsoever, but I'm letting you know. He's really fun, he's cute though. And yes, this is a mixed tier match. We've the restriction I placed was a maximum of 2 OU Pokemon. As you can see, he's brought 3, but whatever, we'll just deal with that. Don't bother hating on him for it. Please, not that my comment section ever does that, because you guys are all really sweet. You're just like really switched on and cool anyway. So, and my 2 OU Pokemon are Mega Manectric and Garchomp. Yeah, this is a new mixed tier team I put together, and it's kind of in a beta stage, I'd say. There's things missing, they're kind of fun, but I don't think they're very optimized. There's little things here and there. I just really wanted to use a Lucario. The 3 main things I really sincerely want to keep are Garchomp and Primeape, and you know, I think those 2 are just fucking solid. But that's like 4 Pokemon not accounted for anyway. But yeah, if you have any better suggestions, or just let me know, to be honest. Suggest sets, by the way, if you do want to do that. I know we haven't had a rank up for a while now, but we will have one very soon. I am sure I will get around to doing that at some point. Anyway, let's hit play, and you'll see what I saw. You'll see the horrors that I experienced. Not really horrors, to be honest. It's kind of just like a game, isn't it, really? Anyway, so Bluezy is going to lead with the Charizard, and I was like, hits. So I decided to lead with the universal lead of this team, which is Achilles, and she is killing it. Sorry, that wasn't funny or clever. Anyway, the Charizard Mega evolves into a Charizard X as I go for the Stone Edge, and it's going to land. I do outspeed. I'm not really sure what Primeape's base speed is, but I don't think it's 100. Is it 105 or is it like 95 or something? Anyway, it makes contact, which is ace, and the Charizard goes for a Dragon Dance. And I am Focus Sash, so I don't give a shit. So it's going to go for the Dragon Claw, and that's going to take me right down to my Sash. But Achilles don't give a shit. She's going to go for the Close Combat and secure the kill. So a first turn setup, which is not something that people tend to do. But in this case, it was very scary, and sometimes it can just blow holes in teams. But he is going to go into Bug Eyes, which is the Sableye, and going to go for the Fake Out. I didn't even know these things fucking had Fake Out, so I was like, dead. But like, that's just something that I completely didn't expect. I was just hoping to kind of just like, I don't know, U-turn out of there or something. But I do go into Pulse, just to kind of get him to switch out into the Florges, or into just something that was not that, but he actually goes into the Flygon, and I was like, bollocks, because he was obviously expecting the T-Bolt. But unbeknownst to him, like, it's really annoying because I actually forgot to put Hidden Power Ice on this Manectric. It's the wrong fuzzing one. But he goes for the Earthquake, and that is actually fine. And I think there must have been something in the way I brought this Garchomp in. Plus, the usual assumption with a Garchomp is that they're a Scarf Chomp. But mine is actually a Resto Chesto. So what I was hoping to achieve with this, I was hoping to live the Dragon Claw, get my my rest fucking, you know, commentary, and wake up. That's what I was hoping would occur, but I ended up just blowing my berry early on. Blowing my berry sounds like a strange saying or something. Anyway, so he is going to go straight for the Moonblast. Not anything wrong with that at all, and hits Arrow in the face, but she's going to take that pretty not well at all, considering it's a resisted move, but Darmanitan's defenses are shit. So he's going to switch out into the Dragonite as I set up a substitute. Now this is just like a trickery kind of set, Arrow, because you're going forwards, and we're going to go for the Rock Slide, and she's going to do so much friggin' damage to this Dragonite, it's not even funny. That's a multi-scale. That's multi-scale. That's like, ugh, it's ridiculous. Anyway, the Weakness Pulse is going to go off, and actually I do believe my opponent went for the Dragon Dance here, and I think they should have probably just went to break my sub, but ultimately it's like, it is what it is. I'm going to go for the second Rock Slide as they lock themselves into Outrage. Assuming I don't miss the Rock Slide, we're going to be looking at a dead Dragonite. So the substitute is going to break, absolutely, of course. We're not going to be taking a +1 Outrage from a Dragonite in any planet ever. And we do kill the Dragonite right here. Perhaps perhaps my opponent did not expect me to have a move to I don't know. I don't really know. But anyway, out comes the Flygon, and I switch out into Undeath because I can take an EQ and all that stuff. And the EQ does occur, and I do take that because Undeath is bloody stupid. And they're going to go for the Dragon Claw, while I feel I set up the Stealth Rocks this turn. But we are going to get off the Rough Skin, as well as the Life Orb Recoil. Life Orb Flygon is definitely not something I've really seen before. I normally see the most common ones is like the Scarfed or Banded kind of variant. Scarf more so than Banded, definitely. But this next Earthquake is going to take me out. They do not need to go for the Dragon Claw because it will give them additional recoil that they really will not need, that they will not appreciate. So I go into Arthur, and I go straight for the Psyshock, anticipating possibly the Florges to come in. But this U-turn, it's gonna crit me, and that's a bit sad, but like, what can you do? I don't really know how much this mattered or not really, I don't know. But anyway, he's going to go into Amarylin? Amarylin. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that at all. But I'm going to go for the Psyshock, and it's going to do a decent chunk of damage, all things considered. But I'm not going to be able to live this Moonblast because of the crit, and that's like, okay. It would have been nice to get some damage off on this Florges really beforehand, but you know, that's just life. He is going to just kind of sit there pretty, and I go into Bones. And this is, and I do decide to go for the nice spot because I think I can live at least one Moonblast, and at +2 I can kill it with a Flash Cannon. I know I can, but he goes for the Moonblast, and he gets a crit. I don't know if he's offensively invested or not, but I'll do the calculations or something. But anyway, that crit does take out my Lucario, and that sort of stinks. But I mean, unless it's an offensive Florges, then there's no way it should have been able to OHKO something that is neutral too. So never mind. We do take it out with the Fire Punch, and out comes Flygon, and we can't really kill this thing. We just can't. So we're going to lose arrow here to the Flygon machine, going to go for the EQ, and that's going to hurt my feelings very much. So and now I'm going to bring in, I believe, my Manectric. Yes, I go out into Pulse, and Pulse is just kind of cool, kind of beautiful, and I do win the speed type because on the first turn, before you are like, as you Mega Evolve on that turn, you do keep your original speed, which is 105. So actually no, I clean out speed this guy. Woo! Don't even worry about it. We're gonna go for the Hidden Power, and it's going to take out the Flygon. It was actually HP Grass. But it's only because it was like a neutral hit that it even did the damage it did. I don't think it would have done much damage at all, to be honest. But out comes Bug Eyes, and I was a little confused by this because I thought Mammothine could just fuck me up, but then I thought maybe the Fake Out and they just weren't completely sure. Because I won't be able to get the Intimidate off on the Mammothine, obviously. So... But he's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp and the Fake Out, and this is going to be just like so much damage that I don't really want if I want to survive and do stuff. But the Bug Eyes is going to get its Citrus Berry off, which is interesting, and going to heal itself to an extent. Doesn't actually recover Stormy, which is good on them. Thank you. Thank you for that. You are a kind soul. Most people would have just gone for the stall and just let me stall myself to death, which would have been very cruel. But they go out into Tuscular, and I just want to reveal something to you, and that is that I don't have Flamethrower on Manectric yet, because I forgot to put it on at the start of this battle. I literally just made this team, and the lol of it is I actually do a load of damage with Hidden Power Grass, so it's like, ugh. If my Lucario hadn't died, then we would have probably been able to get off a Vacuum Wave at least on this Mammothine. And that would have been really chill, right? But, you know, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Probably, I don't even care. I'm not going to think about it anymore. Anyway, if you enjoyed that battle, feel free to leave a like, as it does help the channel out ever so much. Your support here is always appreciated. Thank you so much, guys, for continuing to come back and leaving your little thumbs up, comments, and so on and so forth. It is really so appreciated. So thank you very, very much. Elvis Presley quoting going on here. Leave a comment as well if you're so inclined, telling me how you are, telling me what the weather's like, I don't know. And answer security, duh, which is going to be, if you were a dog, what kind of dog would you be? That's if you were a dog, what kind of dog would you be? Answer in as much or... talking is difficult. Answer in as much or as little detail as you would like. Me, personally, I have asked and wondered this question about myself probably for too long, really. I don't know why I've devoted as much time as I have towards this question. I don't really know at all. But I'd say... Right, so it used to be Australian Shepherd. That was like a thing, and there was a certain mentality that came with that. The cute, and I thought that was very flattering. That was very good for my ego, because I'd never bloody be whatever, one of the dogs that I would actually really want to be, like an Alsatian or something badass. I'd be something softer than that, I'm sure. But I thought, I have been given additional feedback, and I believe that the eventual outcome is a Doberman mini pinscher. The mini ones though, not the big really cool ones, the mini one, because it's like it wants to be the big guy, but no, it's never gonna be. It's never gonna be the big guy, but it kind of looks like one, sort of, and I got the right colors for it, so I guess there's something occurring there. I don't know, just bullshitting at you, aren't I? Anyway, answer as much or as little detail as you would like, giving reasons or no reasons or whatever, but it has to be a dog. You can do research if you want to. If you want to, and subscribe if you haven't already, because it would be an absolute pleasure to have you on board. I upload videos every single day. But more importantly than likes, comments, subscribes, and all of that jazz, ladies and gentlemen, is for you all to take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye! Look at the fat cat, fat cat, fat cat, fat cat.